So I would like to introduce all of us with Mr. Deepak PS, a visionary with unparalleled perseverance. Despite cerebral palsy, he achieved a milestone by earning a master's in English from Loyola College and honed his media skills at the Asian College of Journalism. Currently a senior sub-editor at the Hindu Sports Desk, Deepak transformed his passion into a lifestyle committed to inclusion. He champions advocacy work, symbolizing the trump of resilience in the grand sports of life. The Rai Foundation proudly present him a Swam Siddha Award, recognizing his grit and inspiration on the International Day of Persons with Disabilities on December 3, 2020. Sir, we would like to know your journey, how you faced your journey.
It's very adventurous. I was diagnosed with CP at the age of 2. It was around 1990 or 91. So my parents really had a tough time because they didn't know why my milestones were delayed, like crying, talking. Usually everyone does it at a particular age, right? But for me, everything got slightly delayed. So my parents were really wondering. So then we consulted a lot of people. I in fact went to the Spastic Society of Taramani first, and they told me that I was a person with CP. So they guided me to Vijayasagar. So I came to Vijayasagar, joined in 1990. I did my preschooling there. I was till 98. I did till my fifth standard there. So after my fifth, they told me that I was good enough to get integrated in the mainstream school. So I went to J. Gopal Garodia Hindu Vidyalaya from 98 to 2005 to complete my schooling. And then I went to Noida for my master's and undergrads and postgrads in English. From then I went on to the Asian School of Journalism. Previously it was called the Asian College. Now it's known as the Asian School of Journalism. I did my post-graduation diploma there for a year, and then I got into my early campus placements. So this is my life story in a nutshell. Yeah.
Sir, tell us about your involvement in advocacy work and your belief in the promoting inclusion at all levels.
See, for a person with disability, advocacy starts at home. Right from the day you are born, after a certain age, you are exposed to so many things outside, you are exposed to so many things around you as such in the environment. So for me, my parents were a big motivation. From a very young age, they taught me to be independent. They taught me to speak up for my rights, to get what I want in the way I want. And then when I joined Vidyasagar, yeah, it was easy for me. So I got the training which I needed in a specialized manner, in a good way. So all this molded me into an self advocate. I firmly believe that everyone should be and can be a self advocate because for all of us, we can't go to a advocacy group asking our asking help for our rights. And for that to happen, people should know what their rights are, what they are entitled to. And I think awareness in this regard is very, very important. So, yeah, it is not me being a part of inclusion or advocacy, it's a part of every PWD's life. So, yeah.
Sir, how do you define your role as a true champion, and how do you define inspire others to follow their dreams?
See, true champion is something I cannot boast of myself. True champion is something of what the society looks at me. All I can say to youngsters or people who are willing to come up in life or achieve something in life is to have a good support network. Build your own support network. Build your build your network with people who can trust, who you can trust. For me, in my case, families, friends, and well-wishers were a huge part. Like I have my own support network. I can get to a lot of people. Even this is even before I joined my workplace as a professional, as a journalist. So it's very important that you find the people at the right place at the right time, and if they can fuel your journey towards your dream, then nothing much like it. But all I can say in one word is that don't stop asking for your rights, because nothing is given on a platter. Everything needs to be earned. So if we start asking for our rights, then only people at the other end would know what we really want. We need not be outright rude right from the start. We can even put it in a polite way. But putting it across is very important. So I would advise, I would humbly suggest, not even advise, advice is a wrong term. I would suggest that people who aspire to become big should advocate or vouch for their rights on their own. Parents can help, parents can support, but that is only up to a certain level, after which we have to take over. Yeah.
Sir, could you elaborate on your commitment to advocacy work and how it aligns with your personal values?
Okay. I'll just tell you a little story if I can. See, I purchased my own flat, the place I'm staying in right now, 2 years ago. So in 2020, I never knew how to purchase a flat, or I didn't have an idea of purchasing a flat. For me, everything was new. Every domain I entered into was new for me when I started. But I didn't back out because my situation was like I have to learn this, to get myself empowered, to get my family empowered, because my wife is also with me, so she also needs to get empowered. So it was like I have to do all these things. So when I first started looking out for houses, I searched for so many places. I had my own support network, but it took time. It took time. I would like to stress one very important facet, that nothing comes easy or nothing comes overnight. Everything takes time. We need to be patient. We need to be patient, keep working at it. So what happened was I finally found this building. I spoke to the management concerned, and I actually had to take a class on disability to make them understand what disability is and why we need such a place, why we are looking out for a house for ourselves. And it is not only me. So after I moved in 2020, I have sort of done my level best to sensitize people in and around the apartment so as to They know what is disability, at least at the basic level. For example, there was these floods last week. Our ground floor was completely washed away. We had floods in our apartments, but you won't believe our neighbors and our support network took so much care of us, very good care of us, that we never for one moment thought we were alone in this fight. So that I think that is the way each and every one of us can become self-advocates. We can't wait for opportunities. We have to look out for opportunities and keep sensitizing people whenever and wherever we can. Just like what the Swayam Siddha Award and Dore Foundation have been doing by presenting people awards for people with disabilities. That's the same thing. Yeah.
Sir, as a senior sub-editor at the Hindu's Sports Deck, how do you integrate your passion into your professional life?
It's a very good question, but I see. I'm a cricket buff. I'm a cricket nut. I'm a cricket nerd actually. So from the age of 2, I'm used to hearing ball hitting the bat, the sound that comes from ball hitting the bat. So from then on, I wanted to become a fast bowler. But then, when I found out that CP cannot be cured completely, then I started looking out for options of how I can best contribute, at least contribute in a way towards the game. So, after finishing my post graduation in English at Royal, I was pursued into, I took up journalism as a course. I went for an entrance examination at the Asian School of Journalism, and there I wrote an exam. I passed out, and from then I took sports selective as a specialized area in my college. And my college was really good enough, really kind enough to allow me to take uh, thesis. My thesis was how IPL has ruined cricket. That was my thesis. I till date I don't know how many colleges allow their students to take sports as a thesis. But considering my passion towards the game, no, they were really kind enough to allow me to do the thesis because all my life I know only cricket. All my life. Even I bunked school, I bunked colleges to go to stadiums and watch cricket matches, just like all of us. I met some players, I met some Indian players, I met some Australian players. So I'm a completely sports guy, into sports. So I think when passion meets profession, I mean, it's just an extension of what you really like. So you don't really feel that you are working. When you do what you really like, you are satisfied. You feel you are at home. So that's how the transition took place. For me, to answer your question, the transition was really smooth. Some people may say that it was a really bumpy ride, but they eventually got into it. But for me, I did not face any hiccups. It was really smooth, and it is also about adapting and adjusting to conditions. Just like Team India playing great cricket at home, and they tend to fall short when they tour overseas. It is just like that. Everyone should adapt to new conditions, new challenges at home. Yeah, and my wife has been a great support. Her name is Nagaratnam. My wife has been a fabulous support She's been really a pillar of strength for me. And ever since I got married in 2015, uh, she has had a part in everything that I have come across so far. She's been a really, really great source of encouragement. I don't think I can be such a person, such a mild and molded person without her guidance too. So she needs a big shout out. Yeah, I can't. Your mic is on mute, Anisha.
Yes, sir. Second. Sir, what motivated you to convert your passion into a lifestyle, and how has the impact your career trajectory?
My career has been impacted hugely in a positive way. See, the passion, as I told you, once I found out that CP can't be cured completely, I wasn't disheartened. See, it's very important to find alternatives. Very often, after a setback, we tend to go really down in our spirits. But it is in the way we bounce back. See, if Virat Kohli gets out for a duck in one match, it doesn't mean he will score a string of ducks in all the matches. He can bounce back in another match, in the next match, right? Same thing. Cricket is a great life lesson. And for me, when my parents passed away, I took a lot of inspiration from cricket, lot of inspiration from sports. So, in a way, my career has been molded by cricket, molded by good people around me. The right people at the right time supported me, and I can't. I I'm afraid that I might miss people if I start thanking them individually. But all these factors were put together in making my career, I hope, very successful at the Hindu so far. So it's very easy. You just have to work towards your passion. Stop at nothing. There'll be obstacles. There'll be roadblocks. But what is life without ups and downs? So yeah,
Uh, so, what advice do you have for individuals facing challenges in pursuing their dreams, particularly in the field of media and sports?
yeah. I would say keep fighting, keep your spirits up. There's always another day to fight. You know who you are. Keep believing in yourself. Think that you are the best. It's not overconfidence. It's not arrogance. It's just self belief that you can do it. And if you can't do it, seek ways to find how you can do it. You can't do it the first time around. But it is not that you cannot do it at all. You have to seek alternatives. You have to seek new ways. It's problem solving. So once you get to know the hang of it, then you have cracked the code. So keep believing, keep pursuing. Don't let yourself down. Keep fighting, keep pushing hard, keep hanging in there. We will be successful one day.
Sir, we are very, very honored to have you here, and you have given us so much of your insights and motivated us all by providing us the informations and the struggles you faced all throughout life without demotivating yourself. And you just succeeded in your life, and I hope you will do in your future too.
Thank you so much. I would
So,
also,
sir, we are very, very thankful for that.
yeah, thank you so much. I would also like to once again thank the Swayam Siddha Award Committee and Dore Foundation for giving me an opportunity to share my insights and meet young minds like you who are open to ideas. It's very important to listen to others, to be open to ideas. And I feel interviews like these, I'm sure of many others along with me, will be an eye opener to people everywhere in the world or everywhere in the country. So I think many more people with disability will come out in their life with many more success stories to say and share. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank you,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.